And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll throw on first down to Jackson. And incomplete to open things up. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. That'll bring up second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On third down, Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Washington Redskins, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line. 53 at the mic.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Now Jackson throwing again. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
But it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 36, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And he finds McLaurin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
To throw on second and 6, Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Redskins 7, Eagles 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now a handoff looking right. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. 74. Sunday.
Now Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I'll tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Back at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Pac-Man. 280.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Geis. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. Guys showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for 1st down. Here's Jackson to throw. Floating one, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, Eckler. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Eagles, nothing.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robertson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Under 10.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
The score, Redskins 21, Eagles nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here. An inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Wins. And he comes back with one complete. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. On first down, Wentz. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be second and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. On play action, Wentz. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz escaping the pressure right. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Wentz going to go on 4th down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll try and run with their fullback. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
On just about every team, okay, forget it. On every team, the goal is to be in 3rd and what they call manageable, to give yourself a chance to pick up a 1st down. How about that call on 2nd down? The big man puts them in position to make it 3rd and manageable. I wonder if he'll get a 2nd chance at it to try and pick up the 1st down.
Check 53. What? Go. Ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hatchet.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me at a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there. Right?
And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
Going on the ground with Eckler, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 50.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. And not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This will be taken in at the 1.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
You ready? Check, 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 check.
Here's Wentz to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 31 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles get a score closer. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half
trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right. And you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point try good by Gano. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
Eagles 21.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Hank's almost going to give him the QB1 here when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. J.J. Watt in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz looking middle, and that's complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
Saw a touchdown, too. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Geis. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Well, now a carry here for the fullback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Let's go, D. Check.
2nd down and goal. Jackson. And this is taken in for the Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they've clawed their way back into this game. First half, they were down pretty big. Now all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. How have they done it?
First thing is what you just talked about, clawing their way back in. That means they've decided to go ahead and fight this thing out, which is great. The second part is they looked at where the problems were in the first half, figured out how to shore them up, and have now gone to that part of the playbook that is actually working for them. A few adjustments, a few changes, and really good execution.
Now we'll see if that trend can continue. A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now a play fake. Wentz looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 24-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And this one caught by Beasley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush is just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 4 yards out. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
Little salt, little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go!
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
Then will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a run with Geis.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give the Redskins 13 there on a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing is Jackson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This is caught. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the year. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis with his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. That means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. An agile move and a nice gain, then dropped at the 25-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Great 15. Great 15.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, refusing to go down. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Here we go. Back man. 120. Get that quarterback.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Missed tackles may doom this team.
I just had a bad flashback. That's why I'm sitting up here with you right now. You've got to tackle him inbounds. You've got to wrap him up.
They come out here in the eye. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Slam, slam, slam. 6-6. Pull it high. What's your son?
They'll run. This is Walton. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
57.
Back to throw. Wentz. And he can't Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
82. 52 the mic. You draw Corker. Out.
They'll run it now. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on 4th and goal. Now there's the timeout. Signal for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Hey, look. Sunday.
First throw of overtime for Wentz. Complete to Bryant. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a loss of 12 that time. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
20! 37.
Throwing his Wentz. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. Within an OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So for Washington, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.